Hello everyone. I haven't even gotten out of my work clothes yet because I'm so excited to start this project. Start laying out the pieces and we can go over this stupid but fun puzzle I'm creating. F10 portals, where'd I get that? Don't worry about it. Okay, what I have on the table in front of me is the pace setter chassis, or is it the Oracle? Whatever the flat skid class 1 SCX10 Pro is from Brazin Scale. Over here, I have the panhard mount, the servo brace, and the sliders. Because I didn't want to spend $430 on a Pro kit. I have parts laying around. I want to build something bespoke. Because right here, I have a Vanquish VFD. It's just laying around and, you know, why let it go to waste? I also dug in my storage unit and found out I had these axles and built them up. I also have a full set of incision titanium, stainless steel links for 10-2, and we're gonna see how correct the geometry is. So without further ado, we're gonna dive on in. This first part's gonna be absolutely riveting with me picking out screws. I think I'm going to put the VFD into the chassis and then we will work from there. You're getting to a point where you put rigs together and build up RTRs into what you want and tear those down, and then you start combining an element with an axial or Traxxas with an element, or and you just start getting harebrained ideas of, well, will this work? I have absolutely no clue. So I'm gonna try. And that's what people need to remember in this hobby, I feel like. It doesn't hurt to go out and give it a shot. Okay, that's issue number 1. Gear cover, or the spur gear is going to be hitting the servo mount. But that's not anything I can't take a Dremel to. I'm gonna keep plugging ahead to see if there's any other issues that rear their head that will just stop me in my tracks. Before I get into the links and axles, let me put the panhard on. Okay, yeah, the sliders I'll put on very last because this next step with the axles is going to be fun, to say the least, because this may make or break this project. I undertook this because everybody out there is comp crazy right now, building comp rigs left and right, So I thought, you know, let me throw my hat in the ring. Let me see what stupid stuff I can do. I wonder how many people are gonna get like actually mad. I see a lot of dumb stuff on the internet. And a lot of the dumb stuff I see is just people being mad at other people doing something. Why does it matter if someone did something? Yeah, you may not agree with it, but who cares if you don't agree with it either? You know, it's a two-way street. Pause here. I'm gonna go get some shocks. Okay. I know these aren't pro shocks, but these are some TRX4 shocks I built up. Such a good value. You just buy them off of Traxxas's website. I think this whole set was like 80 bucks, but it was well worth it. God, I can't shut up about TRX4 shocks, can I? I must be insufferable. Because I don't know about everyone else out there, but this is some of my favorite parts of the hobby. Is just jacking around, throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what sticks. Hi, kitty. I'm gonna give him some pets real quick. Okay, back to the truck. We got a rear end, folks. Let's try to figure out the front end. So I think these three links are for the front, and then this is steering and panhard. There's that. It also sounds like my driver is dying. And there it goes. I'm gonna go put this on charge. People probably yelling at me in the comments, oh, take some needle nose and just pry it apart. I've done that in the past, and I've broken parts. Because by the time I pull the pliers out, I'm already frustrated enough that I put Superman strength into it, and parts just go flying everywhere. So I would like the pockets to be the right size in the first place. You know, I've had such a problem with this. I've taken pivot balls into a Dremel and Dremeled the little lips off of it so it would fit. As I'm going through this, I'm seeing things that I can change or that I just personally want to do. Probably going to drop the skid in this chassis like 2 or 3 different times, but this is just to get everything together to see the general concept. Okay, there's that. So now, let me reassemble some things. Yeah, you know, I'm just sitting here jacking around, and I got most of the stuff put back together, but I'm thinking next time you see this, I will have cut these plastic pieces off so I can actually mount to the mounts the SCX10 Pro uses, because these are just getting in the way. But for right now, I'm gonna mount into them. We're just going with the flow, letting the chassis tell us what it wants. Chassis is telling me it doesn't want to be alive right now. I'm telling it, well, that's too damn bad. Let me get the shocks on. I wish YouTube wasn't so stingy about playing music in the background. I could really go for some music right now. Okay, 3 more links and I'm done for today. There's another hang up. If we get the shocks semi-centered, it looks like this panhard's gonna be quite short. But we'll just leave everything loose and finish putting these screws in so everything's at least sitting together. Okay, that was quite pleasant. I got the VFD transmission put into this chassis. Ooh, I like that. That thing just went low and stayed there. Oh, that's awesome. Anyway, I got the Vanquish transmission into this Pro chassis. I got some braces put in, got the links and shocks put on with these F10 axles. I'm gonna do some research to see if the panhard on the Pro is longer than a 10.2 and if it will work in this application. Because if it will, I have another rig that needs a steering link and panhard that I'm working on right now. So those will get transferred over to that rig. Or who knows, I may just custom make a panhard link right there. Also, I'm gonna have to trim this because it's quite stiff right there. It's literally just ramming into this. Just take a sander or a Dremel or something and sand that back side flat for this servo mount. And then maybe in the next one, I'll put the sliders on. But that's gonna do it for now on this mutt of a build. I enjoyed this and I wanted to show it to all of you that this hobby isn't that scary. You shouldn't sit and wonder and ask constantly what fits on what works with what. This is a hobby. You should go into it being, I should find a way to make this work. And I think that's what I'm doing a pretty decent job of right here. So I'm gonna leave you with that. See you in the next video.